What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here, hope you're doing well. First story out the gates here, Solana struggles. Record 75% of user transactions are failing, or are they? We'll dig into it here. We see the Solana network appears to be struggling to keep up with a ravenous demand for meme coins, which the data shows roughly 75% of transactions on the network are currently failing, but there may be more to it than it seems at first glance. However, proponents say the data is widely misrepresented. Some are saying that 75% of transactions failing are just bot activity, simply spam bots. This is usually not a big problem for users because your wallets will simulate the transaction and let you know if it'll work or not beforehand. Now we have some users on X saying the following: as much as I think Solana is the chain for retail this cycle, the experience currently is brutal. Solana is not a network that I'm currently using, so I don't have any first-hand experience for you. Let me know down below what's going on. Are they making too much of this? Is this really just anti-spam measures here? Or has the user experience on Solana degraded? Be interesting to hear those of you out there that are using the network what you think. Finally, the Sam Bankman-Fried circus is over. He's been sentenced. Now, of course, there probably will be an appeal, but that likely won't captivate the headlines with this main trial we went here. But there's still a ton here on the horizon. First on deck, of course, is Binance ex-boss CZ, who will be sentenced in April. The article states he's going to be facing 18 months behind bars, but prosecutors have made it clear they could argue for a maximum of 10 years. I've said this before. I can't imagine that he touched down in the U.S. without having this agreed upon in one way or the other. It will be interesting if he actually does any prison time. What I'll tell you is this: he brought the whole Binance saga to an end without damaging crypto, without causing any catastrophes. Now, did he break some laws? You betcha. We always knew they were skirting the law there at Binance. He did a good deal. He saved Binance's future as a company, and he saved people a lot of headaches within crypto. It didn't drag this out for years in some big battle. He made a very business-like decision. I hope he just gets house arrest or something like that. Now, the U.S. is not letting him leave. He wanted to go back to the United Arab Emirates and hang out with his family until sentencing. We ain't letting him out of the country. We'll see how that all plays out. Of course, there will be other people sentenced within the FTX drama, other executives. When will they find Trabuku or whatever his name was? That guy was crazy. Terra Labs, Do Kwon. The U.S. is tussling with South Korea to extradite him from Montenegro. Do Kwon won an appeal to stop his extradition, and he's free as of now while the Supreme Court deliberates on the U.S. and South Korea's extradition requests. Will they get their hands on him? They want to. Do Kwon caused a lot of damage. At the same time, I really feel he was trying to build an algorithmic stablecoin, which is admirable, but it was built on Ponzi schemes and was always going to end very badly. He'll probably have to do some time at one point or another, but I don't have the same disdain for him as I do for SBF, Mashinsky, people like that. Another court case coming up. Avi Eisenberg, 117 million exploiter of the DeFi protocol Mango Markets. Avi is pleading not guilty, saying, you know what? I didn't break any laws. It was just, an exploit that was built into the system, not my fault. I doubt that holds up. But Eisenberg has claimed everything he did was legal and permitted on Mango Market smart contract. And of course, he was exploiting the system. The CFTC and SEC have sued him on market manipulation and anti-fraud charges. But there's a pause until the criminal trial wraps up. I think Avi's facing about 40 years in prison there for his exploiting activities here. This is probably the worst of it. Someone that didn't do anything particularly wrong, but is an enemy of the government. Tornado Cash devs, crypto mixer Tornado Cash developer Roman Storm is set for trial in September on charges he conspired to commit money laundering, operating an unlicensed money transmitter business, and violated the International Economic Emergency Powers Act. The charges carry a combined maximum sentence of 45 years. And Storm pleaded not guilty, asked for the charges to be dismissed, as there is little he could do to stop U.S. sanctioned entities from using his tool. We'll see how that plays out. Probably not good, unfortunately. This is a big one here. Celsius founder and former CEO Alex Mashinsky, bankrupt crypto lender Celsius founder Alex, has a criminal trial set for September 17th on 7 related charges. various fraud and market manipulation, totaling a maximum sentence of 115 years. I'm always surprised how many people still think Alex was a good guy. Oh, this guy's our buddy. Look, most people like him are wolves in sheep's clothing. I hope he gets the whole 115 years plus a lot more. This guy knew what he was doing. He was full of it from day one, caused a lot of damage. Hopefully he gets even more time than SBF. SafeMoon boss, U.S. prosecutors pinned SafeMoon CEO Brian John Corey on security wire fraud and money laundering conspiracies in November, carrying a maximum of 45 years in jail. I mean, they're going for blood this year. There's a lot of cases, as you can see. And, might be a good time as we're entering a growth phase to let people know you best not mess around. Apparently, SafeMoon was neither safe nor went to the moon. And, they're holding the CEO to task here. KuCoin, one of my favorite exchanges. I've been kicked off of there. I failed the KYC. Need to get my Palau ID back up and running. Maybe I can jump back up on there. But last month, the U.S. charged the crypto exchange KuCoin and the founders for failing to keep anti-money laundering program and conspiring to run an unlicensed money transmitting business. So same kind of thing here. I really like KuCoin. It's getting harder and harder to find good exchanges. We're kind of stuck with the main U.S. ones here, but you can't get all the good coins we want to get, right? You want to be able to get on that KuCoin. My Palau ID expired. Maybe if I get a new one, though, I can pass their KYC. Both of the founders are Chinese nationals. Each face a maximum of a decade in prison, but they're at large right now. Lastly, the SEC versus almost everyone that's left. Coinbase, Kraken, Tron, Gemini, all are facing problems in court. Of course, we have the SEC appeals and probably more cases to come. Of course, those aren't criminal court cases. They're just civil liability here, but just a lot going on in crypto. Should be a busy year in the courtroom as we continue forward. VanEck estimating that Ethereum Layer 2s will hit $1 trillion in market cap by 2030. I don't think most people understand. Originally, when Layer 2s were announced, rolled out, it was a stopgap, temporary. That's not the case anymore. These are permanent in nature. They're going to be with the Ethereum blockchain as we go forward. Ethereum Layer 2 scaling networks will hit $1 trillion market capitalization in 6 years. Layer 2 blockchains are set to capitalize on Ethereum's primary challenge, its limited capacity to process, store, and compute data, says VanEck. VanEck's analysts think that Ethereum is going to take up to 60% of the total market share across all blockchains, and then estimating the volume of assets within the Ethereum ecosystem. And of course, Layer 2s are going to be a big part of that future. We expect Layer 2s to exceed Ethereum because Ethereum cannot match the transaction throughput or user experience of Layer 2s. Now look, I like Ethereum, I hold Ethereum, but if I'm pumping fresh money into that ecosystem, and I think you want more exposure to the Ethereum ecosystem, I think the Layer 2s are where the value is right now. So choose wisely there. I think Layer 2s have a lot of potential. Brad Garlinghouse calling out Coinbase. They put an article out that the stablecoin is Ripple giving up on XRP. That ain't happening. We see Brad saying the following. To put it mildly, it's embarrassing for Coinbase. It's embarrassing for the industry. But as pointed out here, these are the kind of people, a deputy editor, holding the industry back. Childish antics masquerading under what should be a credible brand that leads coverage on the crypto industry. Look, it ain't giving up on Ethereum when we have a stablecoin, or Polkadot, or Cardano if they had some stablecoins. Like, this is progress. We need this functionality, and it's good that Ripple has made that step to bring a significant stablecoin to the ledger. GateHub IOUs do not count. Big move by Ripple. We have the specifics from Ripple here. The stablecoin market is booming, around 150 billion today. Projects to soar past 2.8 trillion by 2028. There's clear demand for trust, stability, and utility. Look, once they get this thing out here, I think it'll be one of the best for transparency. Again, they're going to do monthly reports. There's an independent auditor. And usability is awesome. I mean, you're going to be able to send stable coins in a matter of seconds on a blockchain that doesn't go down, that doesn't have 75% of its transactions failing. It's going to be a fantastic user experience. More people are going to use the XRP ledger. They're going to understand what makes it so great. This move extends Ripple's reach in both institution and the DeFi realm. They got to make that move. Again, they went all in on micropayments. I think payments and micropayments are important, but not standalone. They have to be part of something else, DeFi being that something else for now. diversifying use cases and enhancing our payment infrastructure to bring the world of traditional and decentralized finance closer together. Stablecoins serve a pivotal entry point to DeFi, and introduce a trusted enterprise-grade stablecoin to the XRP ledger will generate more use cases, more liquidity, and opportunity for developers and users alike. This is a chain to be used, and use it we will. Gonna be really, really big. Simultaneously, we know the future, and this is what's so key, of crypto is multi-chain. And when I heard this announcement, I was jumping out of my chair. Launching the stable on both XRP ledger and the Ethereum blockchain opens the door for cross-chain interoperability. What have I been saying? You need to build a pipeline directly into that freaking blockchain. It has all the value. If you are going to work with the number one enemy in the world, the banks, you can work with the Ethereum blockchain. And yes, you're acting as a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, but also Ethereum now becomes your side chain where you can do all that complex smart contract application over there. It's going to slow down their network, but you're bringing value onto the XRP ledger. Interesting assets, even more stable coins. You want to build that bridge across. It's going to bring a lot of value into this ecosystem, and I think going to be massive long term. It's what I've been calling for. When I saw that, I'm like, Ripple is after it here. They're going to get this thing done. Ripple's move into stables isn't just about innovation, it's about contributing to the XRP ledger ecosystem and setting the stage for a more robust and diverse crypto landscape. Absolutely agree. This was such a big move here. We see Kieran Kelly saying which exchange lists X stablecoin first and allows for transactions to be done on the XRP ledger. Great way to move value, great way to store value when you are out of a trade and you just want to hold those US dollars till your next trade. The user experience is great. It's going to be instant, free, very fast payments. The custodian and issuer isn't some shady overseas, company that no one really knows what's going on behind the scenes. It's going to be fully audited, fully insured. Like, this is going to be a game changer. And there's other great, stable coins out there, of course. One of the newer entrants to the space is PayPal. And while they're not crypto-centric, they sure have great infrastructure that could help build out and scale that stablecoin. Right now, they're sitting at about $200 million in market cap. Tether is the king of stablecoins and by a country mile. And of course, USDC, a big player here, number 2 in the world of stablecoins. Will be interesting to see where Ripple slots in there. But just having that ability on the XRP ledger is going to be a game changer. Lastly, and connected to this, we see a great Forbes article. Look at that. Very seldom we see that. Stablecoins and crypto, first line of defense against financial deplatforming. And that's the main reason why we're here, right? The financial freedom, the ability to safeguard your own assets, to transact with who you want to transact with without a bank, a government, or some other overlord telling you what you can do. Stablecoins, pure cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. The stable coins don't replace those cryptocurrencies, but they complement them, and they do a lot of jobs better for certain use cases. So it's exciting to see this incorporated in the XRP ledger. From day one, that's what this blockchain was about. Taking any value you want, putting it on the chain in tokenized format, and being able to freely use it, trade it, all of that kind of stuff. Some people claiming that Ripple failed, and in some ways they did. In some projects they did. But guess what? Ethereum failed. They really went all in on ICOs. That became illegal. That was no longer, a good path forward, one that they could grow with, and they pivoted to DeFi. They pivoted to, all these DApps and this exciting building we see going on. And I think that's what we see Ripple and the XRP ledger as an ecosystem also doing, coming up to the modern era, showing, those areas where we really can compete. A lot of exciting stuff going on within cryptocurrencies, but I'm super excited what we see, the developments with the XRP ledger. I think it's going to be a totally different world here as we work through this year and into next year. And it's the perfect time for these types of developments as we are entering a growth phase. A lot of work has been done to get us here, and I'm truly excited to see it. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.